What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. This is the PTCGO Tournament Series round number 6. Yeah, it's round number 6. We're currently 3-2. I think we're like 1-2 straight so far. So go ahead, as always, and let's see what happens. All right, so we lost Coin Flip. We're going second. And for those who do not know, we're playing the Vileplume box deck with like Lugia, Magearna, all these different things. And there's a Jirachi. I'll move my screen real quick. Alright, so we have Jirachi, Trainer's Mill, Rainbow Energy, and some other stuff. Let me adjust my camera real quick. It's in the way. Oh. We're on the move. Oh. Okay, oh, no, that's still not good. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so press done. There we go. Alright, we arranged it better. Alright, so here we go, guys. So let's see. I'm not sure. It's some kind of fighting deck. Maybe fighting Garbodor. That could be really bad. I mean, Garbodor is obviously bad. So Joltik. So it could be. Oh, it's a Rainbow Road deck, most likely. Now, this becomes interesting because he does play. If he plays Bisharp, then that's when the interesting thing comes because he can use like Galvantula. He can use Bisharp, obviously, to his weakness to take a knockout on our Regice. Or, no, alright, we're using Jolteon, so yeah, we should be fine. So, and both players get a new hand of 6. I guess we should have put down the Jirachi just so we only have one Pokemon. Sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about right now. We're kind of just out of it everywhere right now. But we got Oddish, Love Ball, Trainer's Mill. If we find a Forest of Giant Plants, we could have potential. Oh, could have potential turn 1 Vileplume. That'd be fantastic. But Trainer's Mill, good look at top cards of his deck. There's a Lysander coming out. Okay, don't care about that too much. Like I said, as long as we hit a Forest of Giant Plants off this Trainer's Mill, we can love off, a Skyfield, which if we bumped out, would be fantastic. Now, does he play Hoopa? I did see Psychic in there. And no, just pass on to our turn. Alright, so there's a Magearna, so Trainer's Mill. Look at top cards of our deck, and we'll grab an Ultra Ball. I don't think Magearna is going to be that useful, so I'm going to Ultra Ball, discard the Lysander and Magearna to get out. Ooh. Oh, no, there's Manaphy. We'll grab Manaphy. Okay, so grab Manaphy. We'll put Oddish down. Manaphy. DC the active. Shaman set up for 5. And we're looking for, obviously, Force of Giant Plants and get that turn 1 Vileplume. And, oh, we do not have it. So put down Force of Giant Plants. We will put down Gloom. Lovable. For a probably just an Oddish, just get it out of our deck. And we're just gonna pass right now. Now, next turn we could maybe have a better turn, obviously. So we're just gonna pass right now to our opponent's turn. Yeah, we didn't really have that great turn 1 for sure. So yeah, we'll just pass on to our opponent's turn. Yeah, no crazy. I mean, I guess next turn if we like top deck Ninja Boy, we can Ninja Boy the Oddish into a Jolteon and then get the Rainbow Energy on it and start using Flash Ray, which could knock out the Jolteon. There's a VS for an in, so both get a new hand of 6, which is fantastic. I don't have that great of a hand, and no supporter card either. So we'll see it in. Both of us get a new hand of 6. If we draw Vileplume, Ninja Boy, it's Rainbow, we should be okay. Alright, so we see double Trainer's Mill. No Vileplume, no Jolteon, no Ninja Boy. Okay, so not really the greatest for sure. Oh man, could we have one last turn? Like, could we have Sky turn the active? Like, do we have a DC? If we had a DC and Ninja Boy in our hand and I missed the Sky Return play, like the Ninja Boy into a wow, just another pass. Wow, that's not good for our opponent. We'll get a Shaman. Alright, so Trainer's Mill. We'll grab a Ninja Boy. But the question is, who do we Ninja Boy into? Because we really don't have too much. I guess we can Ninja Boy the active into a Jolteon. And then hopefully draw into a Vileplume. I mean, if we get down to... Oh, wait, we can get Lugia Deep Hurricane for the game. So we'll Lugia DC and Deep Hurricane for the game. Do it 150. There we go. All right, so yeah, we'll just Deep Hurricane for the game. I almost missed that play for sure. So 150, that was not an eventful game for my opponent at all. But yep, that's game number 1. We just Deep Hurricaned Joltik, and that's why Lugia is good at that, because Deep Hurricane is really cool. So we'll go to game number 2. We'll see what happens. It is best 2 out of 3. So we'll try it again. He did opt to go first. If he said if I lose, I want to go first. Game 2. And so we'll see what happens in game number 2. Oh, that screen right there is bothering me. Hold on. Alright, so we're never playing against the Rainbow Road. Hopefully we have a better turn 1. Get like Vileplume out, and I play a little bit better. But Tails, alright, I mean, he's going first regardless because he lost, because whoever loses goes first. So here we go. I mean, if we win this, it'll be, what, 4-2? And then if we win the next one, we can actually make top 8 after like having like this really bad start. Now, we could, now I think I'm going to start Jirachi either way. We'll start Jirachi. It could be good against Xerneas, like to bump off DCs, but I definitely like want to not attack. Like, I don't really care for Jirachi. He can get knocked out. I don't really care about him getting knocked out. So, let's see, does my opponent have a better turn or not? And there's a Xerneas. So there's Xerneas. That's what they want to see. Alright, so let's see what's going to happen. Will we see a turn 1 end? Because that'd be great. Because most likely all we're going to do is end, unless he puts a DC on the active. If he puts a DC on the active, I'm definitely attaching the Rainbow Energy to Jirachi and bumping that DC off immediately. So if my opponent, I'm definitely going to attach a Fire Energy and not the DC if I do have one in my hand. Unless he has Sycamore and like 2 DCs, then I can definitely argue about attaching the DC to the active and maybe draw into a Flowstone or switch into another Pokemon. So that way you don't lose all your DCs. That could be a possibility. But then he might play Ranger. I don't know his list. It could be very different from the one I've played. But there's, okay, turn 1 in, fantastic. Alright, so no matter what, we can't knock out the Xerneas. The max we could do turn 1 is like 30, I'm pretty sure, with Shaman. But here we go. We get a Lava Ball, but nothing else too exciting. So Ultra Ball, go and discard 2 cards from his hand. And will we see it Hoopa? There's a, oh, he does play Bisharp. I mean, Bisharp's not too scary. I mean, it only hits for like 70 if we knock out a Pokemon, so it's like 3-sharding our Jolteon, and then we 2-shot it, and then it has to retreat. It's not for retreat. There's a Shaman setting up. Alright, so we might see a little bit better game. There's a Xerneas coming down as well. Okay. Trainer's Milk, look at top cards of your deck, and let's see what do they find. Now, I guess we'll probably just Love Ball for an Oddish and get a new hand of 6. Let him just knock out the Jirachi, if he even can knock out the Jirachi's turn. There's a Skyfield, which I don't know if I'd play it down right now, just because you know that we play like multiple, like we play 4 Giant Plants, like every Vileplume deck plays 4 Giant Plants. Why would you not? But Max looks like, good look at top 6, and gonna put a Fire Energy on that bench Xerneas. A DC going down to Xerneas, okay. And we will see a pass. Oh man. If we end, he gets a new hand of 6. But if we get that turn with Vileplume, he will not be able to retreat to Xerneas. So on to our turn, we get a Magearna. We'll Love Ball to get out of Oddish, okay. We'll put the Oddish down, and we're just going to end, get a new hand of 6. I think that's fine. I know he only has 3 cards in his hand, but we know 1 is Skyfield. Alright, there's a Forest Giant Plants, Trainer's Mill. So if we get an Ultra Ball, we're definitely going to dig for a Shaman first. So we'll Love Ball for a Gloom. We'll put that down on the bench, and then we'll Trainer's Mill, hoping to hit an Ultra Ball to discard the Water and the Forest of Giant Plants to get out a Shaman, but nope, we don't hit anything. So grab a Sycamore, and now we're in a really bad situation. We'll put a Water Energy on this Gloom just to give it free retreat next turn, and we'll press done onto our opponent's turn. So, I mean, if we get the Manaphy down, we can have free retreat with the Gloom. And I guess, I don't know why I grabbed the Sycamore, like we definitely shouldn't. I didn't notice we had one in our hand. I definitely should have just kept the other one in the deck, for sure, for later on. But onto my opponent's turn, will we see another in? He knows we have Sycamore, so he might just end us regardless if he has one. So there is some kind of fire Pokemon coming down. There is a Volcanion, a Mew coming online as well, and a Skyfield. Now the good thing about him putting on a Skyfield is we could bump it immediately unless he plays it in right now. So let's see, what does he do here? Does he have an in? Does he have a Sycamore? Does he have a way to retreat the Xerneas with like Flowstone or Escape Rope? There's an EXP share going down to the Mew EX. Okay. And let's see, what else does he decide to put down? Now, he probably plays like, what, 3 Skyfield? Maybe 2. Like, 3 is definitely like the max. You don't see 4 of in these decks. So there's an in. Okay, that's fantastic. Like I said, he knew he had Sycamore. And so if he had a Sycamore, he could have played his own. I mean, if I had a Sycamore, I might play regardless. So there's a Vileplume in Forest. There's a Jolta coming down. Okay. So we're going to put Forest down, put down a Vileplume, and just in... there's a Max looks like the top cards of a stack. I'm going to put an Energy probably on the Joltik if I would hit 1. And yeah, oh no, he's going to put on the Mew, okay? I definitely maybe have like a Joltik ready to go whenever. And does he find a way to retreat the Xerneas? If he does not, he'll have to waste a DC on the Xerneas to retreat next turn. Or he could touch DC right now and blow us up. And that'd be really bad. Obviously, that'd be bad. Because we're gonna slowly set up the Jolteon, right? And then he probably plays like one. We know he at least plays one Life Center. We saw it last game, but he did not use it. Now, does he play two? Does he play Ranger? I don't know. We didn't really see much. So just pass on to our turn, which is fantastic. There's a Ninja Boy. All right, so what I'm gonna do is Ninja Boy the active Jirachi into. Oh my word! We prized all of our. Wow. We prized all of our Jolteons. Okay, that is terrible. Alright, so we're gonna grab, I guess Lugia? Like, we prized all of our Jolteons. Wow, so put down Lugia. We'll put down a Vileplume. We'll put down a Forest of Giant Plants. And unfortunately, we'll have to pass. Like, this is not good. We prized all of our Jolteon, so press done. On to our opponent's turn. He could touch a DC to knock us out. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. He could do 190 next turn. There's a Bisharp. Oh, got Vegetable coming down. Okay. Now, he discarded his Bisharp, which is, I mean, oh, he actually never got down the Pawniard like I thought he did. That was me being dumb. He got the Jolteon down, not the Pawniard. So is he got Vegetable coming down? Does he have... Okay, there's a Sycamore, so he's going to discard his hand, draw 7 cards. Like I said, he's probably looking for a DCE, most likely. Alright, so get a new hand of 7. But what do we do about the situation? He can attach a DC to the active, retreat to the Xerneas, and then our plan, there's a DC going to the bench me, okay. I guess our plan is like maybe you start us a bump a DC if we could find one. We're in a Vileplume log right now too, so we can't Ultra Ball for the Jirachi, so we have to like manually found it. So I mean, like as soon as the Xerneas comes up, he's gonna knock us out. So maybe our plan is like hold on to a DC, Life Center up the Xerneas with the Energy Zone and knock it out. But then he knocks us out, then we become a weird thing. I might put down a Glaceon just to put energies on it, and maybe, but then we can't Ninja Boy because we have Jolteon on our hand. When we take a prize card, like it's definitely gonna be like really weird coming up. Now our plan could be to like license the Volcanion later on, and maybe win that way, just deck them out. So we see an Oddish. We'll put down Glaceon. We'll play it in. We'll both get a new hand of 6. Like I said, maybe we could license the Volcanion. It does have a 3 retreat cost, which is sometimes very hard for opponents to deal with. We got a Rainbow Energy, but like I said, if he attacks next turn, he'll knock us out. So what do we do here? We'll put down Oddish. And I'm going to Shaman for 2. Yeah, I'm going to Shaman for 2. And maybe we find Jirachi, maybe bump that DC. There's a Ninja Boy. Alright, so next time we can Ninja Boy somebody into a Jirachi. Bump that DC if he does get attack off. So right now we're going to press done onto our opponent's turn. Let's see what's going to happen. And if we bump all of his DCs off, we might be able to sneak a Life Center play on the Volcanion and make him run out of energies and not be able to attack. There's a Skyfield coming down. It doesn't matter too much. Like I don't care about Skyfield anymore. We just don't want him to have a little access to ends. He has played 1 Via Seeker, 2 ends, and no Life Centers, okay? There's a Fade Energy going to the active, which does not give him the ability to retreat just right now, obviously. So, we'll pass on to our turn, okay? So we get a Jirachi. Oh, we top deck a fan. That's bad. The reason why it's bad is because we wanted the Ninja Boy to Jirachi, like, out of nowhere, so he can't Life Center. We can't, like, Ninja Boy. Oh, man. Alright, so I guess our plan is to Ninja Boy a Shaman into the deck. Grab the Manaphy for free retreat. And then I'm just gonna pass on to... No, we'll put a Rainbow Energy on this Glaceon. No, the Vileplume has free retreat. So we're just gonna press done right now. If he attacks us next turn, we can put down the Jirachi DCE. A Rainbow bump off the DCE off of Xerneas. So there's 2 energies going to the active, okay? So he'll retreat to the Xerneas and he'll hit us for a knockout, going down to 4. Unless he has Life Center or Vileplume. Then if he does that, that'd be very interesting for sure. But does he have a Life Center play right now? And if he doesn't, like I said, we could put down the Jirachi, Stardust, discard the DCE. We can actually even Sycamore, so that way next time we can hit a Life Center with this guy and bump off his other DCE and putting him a... I mean, we only play 2 Life Centers, so we have to be very, very careful with that as well. So we're going to have 2 DCs. We know we can at least have 2. I just wish he would have committed the a DC on that Xerneas to retreat. Right now he has 3 Fairy Energies in the play. There's a Life Center. Bring it at the Manaphy to get rid of that free retreat. It's actually really annoying. Oh, man. Okay, so he's going to do 190 turn Manaphy. Huh. Okay. All right. So we'll send it the Oddish. That could be his only Lysander. So put down Force Giant Plants. We'll put down Jirachi and just pass on to our opponent's turn, okay? So he's gonna take a knockout, send a Jirachi, attach DCE, bump the DCE. I don't know if he plays second Lysander. I'm just thinking he doesn't. I mean, he could though, right? I mean, I don't know like what our really strategy is. Like that's the only problem right now. I mean, I guess okay. I guess what we could do is we could bump the DC off next turn with Stardust. Sycamore try to hit a DC, and then the following turn, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. We can't knock out the Xerneas. Oh man. How do we deal with this? Like my opponent's fully set up, which is the downside. Uh, he could just maybe not knock us out and hope to hit a life center eventually. So there's a fair to go into the Galvantula, which is fine with me. That's one less energy we have to worry about. He already has three. He actually has six fairy digits committed. Oh, he probably plays one more. Hey, will he take a knockout this turn? If he does, then that'd be fantastic. Like, we'll just Sycamore, discard the DC with Stardust, then Lyson bring up the Xerneas, and he might actually almost be out of energies. We know he probably has like two DCs left, but we don't know how many surprise. He has six fairy digits overall in play. So things are going to be really interesting here in a second. So he's going to Rainbow Force for the knockout, which is fantastic. That's actually what I want to see. So 190. He'll go down to 3. We'll set up the Jirachi, put the Rainbow Energy, use Stardust, get rid of that DCE, and there's a Glaceon. So put a Rainbow Energy in this guy. We have 29. So we'll Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. And do we find a Lysander for the next turn? We unfortunately do not. Alright, so we'll go for the Stardust for 10, bumping that DC off, and onto our opponent's turn to see what's going to happen. How do we deal with this stuff? Huh. I guess our plan is like we could put down a Regice and make him knock it out, and then start us again to bump the energy off. But then he can sit on Galvantula and start sniping, which is not bad either. Like he could sit on Galvantula right now and snipe for like hit the Lugia for 60 and hit like the Vileplume for 30. Yeah, so that's who's he's gonna sit the Galvantula, okay, and he's actually resistance to steel. Okay, alright. Huh. So this is double thread. He's going to hit probably the Lugia for 60, hit the Vileplume for 30. All right. So we have like 3 turns before we lose the game, most likely. There's an end. Okay. Hmm. Um. 20, 40, 60. We could put a Rainbow Energy this guy, and then play it in and hoping to find a DC for Lugia next turn to airball Galvantula for a knockout. But then he knocks us out. Oh, like it's gonna get like really ugly here in a second. So he'll get 3, we get 6. We'll press done. Onto our opponent's turn. I guess we could have Stardust for 0 because he has resistance. Yes, he's gonna hit this guy for another 60. Hit this guy for another 30. Okay, so double thread. He's gonna go down to 1 price card, so 60 and 30. Okay. On to our turn, we get a water energy. That's not what we want. So we'll end. Hopefully we'll find a DC to take a knock on this Galvantula. And there's a DC and some other stuff. Okay. So we're gonna put down, do we put down Mew and all? I mean, it doesn't seem too bad, right? So put down, but then this Mew can take a knockout on us maybe for weakness. Oh man, so yeah, we'll put a DC on this guy. Retreat. And go airball for the knockout, okay? Alright, so we'll knock it out. Oh, man, we actually don't knock it out. Oh, man, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Alright, he's gonna set up Xerneas to smack us for a knockout. Like, that's, like, his play 100%. Like, I thought he had 80 HP. I did not. I thought he had 80, not 90. Oh, man. Alright, well, we probably lost this game. Like, the Jolteon was being prized was, like, definitely the nail in the coffin from the start. Now he could retreat, send the Xerneas, then we start us, and then he doesn't have a way to attack because he's already wasted so many energies. So there's a fair to go to the Mew. Okay, will he send the Xerneas or not? And if he does, we might be okay. So here comes Xerneas. He's going to start, or he's going to Rainbow Force the knockout, going down to 1 prize card. All right, so 220. Okay. So instead of the Jirachi, we'll start us. Get another. He has another. He has more DCs though. That's the only problem. So put a water energy in the active. You start us. Discarding that DC. Okay. So, oh, hits for weakness. Take that. So under our opponent's turn. Okay. I mean, if he finds an energy on the Mew, he can just like DC next turn to win the game. Like this is really bad. So onto our turn, do we find it in? And we do not find it in. So our plan is like Rainbow the active. Use Dream Dance. Yeah, I guess. Like 40, we're both asleep. Heads, we wake up, and Heads wakes up. So now if he... I mean, he didn't touch energy last turn, but if he finds a DC, he can take a knockout, and that'll be pretty much game. Like, having both Jolteon Surprise was, like, definitely the nail in the coffin. But he could maybe not have another energy. He's played 2 DCs, 4 Fairies, 4, 5, 6, 7, and just pass onto our turn. Alright, so we get a Shaman. We can hit for another, like, damage. Let's see, 21, 17. So, I'm gonna put down Mew, attach a Rainbow Energy to it, and Dream Dance for another 40. Hopefully he stays asleep. Alright, so hit for 40. Heads, we wake up. Tails, he does not wake up. Alright, so under our opponent's turn. Play next turn is like... Oh, we already used all 4 reds, so that's not good. If he finds a single Rainbow Energy, he can win next turn. We knock out the Zarnius. Alright, so there's a DC. Okay, so how do we do this right now? We really can't take for a turn, so when we take this knockout, we gotta hope we hit a Jolteon and he doesn't have another energy. If this works... then we'll win. Like, we won't win the game, but we'll definitely put ourselves in a better position. So, okay. So, we have options right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put a Rainbow Energy on this. No, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to retreat the Water Energy to... I'm going to treat the Water Energy to this guy, right? We're going to discard the Water Energy, press done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to double thread... hit 60 on this guy and do 30 to this guy. Okay. So take 2 prize cards. There's a Jolteon. Okay. And we get a Lysander. Okay. So now if he doesn't have a DC, we win. Because we don't win, but we can pretty much take all of his energies off the field. I mean, there's a Jolteon coming down. Okay. There's a Carbink. Okay. And that's like, Carbink has Safeguard, which is going to be fairly annoying. It doesn't pass onto our turn. Oh my goodness, did we just do it? We'll put down the Jolteon, DC this guy, and we will go for the... where is it at? 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 Flash rate for 70. Oh my goodness, did we just make the comeback? Alright, so 70 will go... Oh wait, if he gets Galvantula, he can not take a knockout next turn. Okay, so there's a DC. We will send the Jolt to come up onto our opponent's turn. It has free treats, so that's not a bad person to send up. I think our plan now is to... Oh, a Zardius break. Okay. My plan is like... there's a Ponyard coming down. Okay. He doesn't have Galvantula down, so he can't snipe anymore, which is the only problem. Here comes Carbink with Safeguard, and onto our turn. Okay, so... how do we deal with this Carbink? So... we can Lysander the Joltik for a knockout right now. And then hopefully hit a Lysander on the Shaman. Or we can Lysander the Volcanion. Just smack it a bunch. He has 18 cards left. But does he have any more energies? That's the real question. How do we do this? Sorry, I'm thinking right now. Let's think. Someone put a DC on the Jolteon. Lysander up the Ponyard. And I think I'm gonna knock out Ponyard because that's a little bit more scarier than Galvantula. So we'll flash rate that for the knockout, okay? Oh, we actually don't knock it out because of resistance, but if he doesn't have a Bisharp down, he can't really do much, and he has to commit energy to retreat it. So that's fine. I forgot the resistance for Psychic. But we'll make 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. We can actually maybe a Life Center the Shaman, Rainbow Force for a knockout. So onto our turn, okay. We get a Trainer's Mill. Alright, so we have 13 cards left in our deck. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Alright, so I'll put down Shaman. And I'm gonna Sycamore, discard our hand, draw 7 new cards. And our plan is to Life Center the Shaman next turn and win. If we find a Life Center, oh my goodness. So what we can do is once again, we can do that Flash Ray for 7 day, okay? So take a knockout, go down to 2 price cards. Then what we're gonna do is Life Center the Shaman, take a knockout Rainbow Force. That's the plan. Alright, so here comes Joltik. He can Galvantula this turn, maybe, but Galvantula is not going to take 1 prize card. He can't snipe anybody for knockout. This has 40 HP, this has 70 HP. We're fine. Unless he, like, Lysanders this turn, then that could be very bad. Because we're out of it. Like, we're not out of energy. Well, we might be out of energies. But he might not play a second Lysander. So our plan, like I said, is a Lysander that Shaman, Rainbow Force for the knockout. I can't believe we made this huge comeback. Just sniping. Okay, there's a Perilous City. Okay, so we gotta choose carefully. So I'm gonna discard 1 and 2. And then we can force 1 and 2 back and then still win the game. So discard 1, discard 2, okay. We're gonna put down the force, put these 2 guys down, and we should still be able to win the game because we can do 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 with the Rainbow Force. Alright, so yeah, that still looks like the game for us. And just pass, and we will take the game with the Rainbow Force. So put down Force of Giant Plants. We will put down Mew. Put down Magearna. Lysander up the Shaman, and we will Rainbow Force for the game. Oh my goodness gracious. Where's Rainbow Force? And we'll Rainbow Force for the knockout. Both Jolteons are prized, and we still found a way to win. Oh my goodness, guys. But hopefully you enjoyed this episode of PTCGO Tournament Series. We're now 4 and 2. Yeah, if we win the next one, we could potentially make a top 8 with this Vileplume deck. I've been having these like horrendous matchups against the Giratina decks, Garbodor decks, and we're losing. But man, that snipe with the Mew, like that's the cool thing about this deck. You have to look at all your options. I almost oversaw, like almost didn't see that Lysander play on the not the Lysander play, but the snipe play with Galvantulas with Mew, which is amazing. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. That was a pretty good game. Like that was, yeah, both Jolteons were prized and we still did it. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.